Hello, welcome to Chasing Diecast Cars. This is everything I got at the NAMAC event last week on Saturday, October 16. So this was only the second NAMAC event since the start of the pandemic. A little bit more vendors this time and also buyers than the first one post-pandemic. Not all my usual or regular vendors or sellers have returned, but a little bit more than last time, so that's great. So I found some great stuff and was pretty pleased with what I found. I've mixed up loose cars and carded cars here. So we start with some off-brands. So I found a seller that was selling loose cars in baggies. Even the played with ones were in baggies, so that's great. Anyone who keeps all loose cars in baggies is a friend of mine. The prices were on the baggies, so that's also cool. You don't constantly have to ask how much does this cost and how much does that cost. That's really annoying when you have to do that. €1. I bought a bunch of stuff with him, so he gave me a little discount, so it comes down to 91 cents. So this is in a Dutch police livery. It says Rijkspolitie, which is kind of a federal police. It's got lensed headlights. It's got a separate piece for the light bar, even though it's just solid blue plastic, it's not translucent. It's got opening doors. Got tail lights that are part of the red interior. Trailer hitch has broken off, that's okay. So this is a Ford Sierra 2.3 liter Ghia, so the top spec, made in Great Britain, and it doesn't say a brand on it, a diecast brand. Now, seeing the wheels, I thought it was kind of a Yachting or something, or a Welly, old style, but I don't believe they ever produced in Great Britain, so kind of, I don't think it's a Corgi either, but because usually they say Corgi Juniors or Whiz Wheels or whatever on the base, so I'm kind of lost here on what this really is. Oh, look at that, doors open far wider than I thought they did. I cleaned the cars from the outside, but I did not have time to clean them on the inside. I apologize for that. I try to show my viewers, my audience, always clean cars, but lack of time and stuff like that. So yeah, really, it would be really interested to know which diecast brand this actually is. Please comment down below. But pretty cool find. And then for my Gullwing collection, I found a baggie with these two in it. Price was €5, $4.54 with the reduction, so $2.27 each. And these are Schuco Mercedes-Benz C111. This is a rotary engine. So this is old style Schuko, sorry. And this Mercedes was a concept car. So these are both complete with the opening Gullwing doors. So these are very nice additions to the Gullwing collection. Didn't even know these existed, and then I found two of them. So metal on metal, seem to have kind of vinyl or plastic wheels, or tires I mean. Big Mercedes star on the front. No window piece in the back, it's just a black piece of the interior that you can see here. So kind of a little bit of cost cutting there. But you get a proper steering wheel. And okay looking interior. Doesn't really have much of a dashboard, but maybe the concept car didn't have that either. I'm not sure. So this kind of a dark gray, and then we have this orange one. This one has 3 out of the 4 wheels still have the chrome on them. That's cool. these doors are a little bit more stiff than the other one. So this one is the only wheel that has not all of the chrome left on it. So yeah, all in all, great finds. They are complete. That's one of my criteria. And yeah. So we'll see these again in the Gullwing video. Then let's get to Edo Car. I found this Edo Car was a Dutch diecast brand, and I found this car transporter. Not sure what I paid for it anymore. It definitely was not more than €5. Maybe it was 3, but it could have been 5 too. I'm not sure. Everything you see that is black is metal, and then the yellow is plastic. Doesn't say anything on the base. Got some chrome wheels. So this opens up, and then this lowers down like that. Seems kind of familiar because Edo Car used castings from other companies, other diecast brands. So I might already have seen this from another make. Not sure which one. While cleaning it up, I broke this piece off. This tiny bit of plastic here. Yeah, was a little bit too rough with it, and yeah, that happens, unfortunately. And then this is the rig, a COE Mercedes. Just says Edo Car on the base. So the yellow part is metal. Got some detail for the either air intake or smokestack. Some silver here on top for the air horns and the sunroof. Well, it's not really sunroof, but you know, ventilation. Black plastic headlights, part of the interior, or even more the base. So yeah, nice addition to the transporter collection, car transporter collection. The fifth wheel broke off, by the way, so it's yeah, did not see that. So now there's something broken off from both the rig and the trailer. Oh well, that happens. And continuing with Edo Car, I bought a few of their cars. We can put them on the car transporter. I might already have this one, but it was only €1, so I said, what the heck, I'm just going to buy it. Oh, I did not notice this was still taped up. See, I try to prepare as good as I can, but always get something. See, it's been ripped open before. So this has a date of 1996 on it. Caprice Taxi. Just says Edo Car on the base. So this might have been a Maisto casting. NYC Taxi. New York City. Although I'm not sure if this is a licensed livery. Cool. Let's see if we can fit this on here. Oh, this taxi sign is too high. 4x4 Cruiser. This was €2. This has a date of, whoops, clumsy, 2002. So 4x4 Rotor, it says on the base instead of Cruiser. And what appealed to me was this opening part that you can hear clunking. It's kind of hard to open because yeah, don't want to damage it. Got a red metal engine in there. Interior looks nice too. Got a little roll cage here. Trailer hitch that is way up high. So clearly looks like a Jeep, but not licensed. Seems to be kind of bent, you see. This casting is Kind of strange because it's kind of bent in the middle. Maybe that's just some kind of error. Doesn't have a lot of rigidity in the middle. This will definitely have to go on top. Kind of oversized. And then I got this 500 SL Touring, which is basically a Mercedes-Benz 500 SL, also €2. This is a 2003 copyright. Scale 1 to 60, 1991 copyright on the base. That really looks like a Maisto. Tempo wise we got nothing, but casting wise we get some details, like in the front here the grills and the headlights, Mercedes star, and then back just the taillights mostly. This one should fit underneath here, so we have a full car transporter. Then I got one FC from that same guy who sold the loose cars in baggies. €3.50, ended up paying €3.18, which is a little bit more than I usually pay for these boxed FC, but hey, it's not that bad. This is metal on metal Mercedes FC Holland, scale 1 to 90. It's got advertising of a Dutch newspaper on it. Back opens up. So plastic box, but the rest of it is metal. Mercedes rig again. No steering wheel, just a seat in there. Cool. This was closed up with two staples on each side. I did remember to take those off before the video. Then we got this Siku door key service. So this is a VW Golf Mark IV. 24-hour service with a key on top, €3. Well, it was kind of cool with the key on top. Some stats on the base there, plastic base, rubber tires, generic rims, VW logo and headlights are tampoed. As usual, license plate molded into the casting, plastic key on top, and then taillights are done, trailer hitch and an opening hatch. Going to be pretty hard to open. Really stiff. There you go. Yeah. He had a yellow Golf, just plain version, no key on top or anything. That was cool too, but you know, a little bit more expensive, so decided to only take this one. Looks goofy, but I like it. It's fun. A little different. Also very pleased to finally score this one for my school bus collection. I've been after this one for years. Not that I couldn't find it, but I just couldn't find it for the price I wanted it for. This is the US school bus in 155 scale, so a little bit bigger than 164. These in stores, these sell for about €20. So obviously I didn't want to pay that. So what I do is I keep an eye on the price, and whenever there's discounts I remember what the lowest price was that I've seen. So I've seen it go down to €15 often, and then the lowest I had seen so far was €11.99, so basically €12. And I've never seen it lower than that. So that's my target price that I want to aim for when buying one of these. I wasn't able to buy it then when I saw it at $11.99. due to circumstances. And so this one I found from a German seller at NAMAC for 14 euro. So I went up to him and asked him, would you let it go for 12? He first pulled a face like I had insulted him, but then immediately after that he said, yeah, sure, fine, in German. Because that also helps when you want to get a discount. Just speak the language that the seller is speaking, because the NAMAC is a very international event, so people from all over Europe, sellers from all over Europe, but also visitors from all over Europe. Less than before the pandemic, but still quite a few people from the surrounding countries, surrounding the Netherlands, that is. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm not going to open it right now. You'll see it in that school bus video one day when I find the time to do it. Then here we got a Lucy again from the baggy seller, €1.91. This is a Majorette Toyota Lite Ace. I have a couple of these variations, metal on metal suspension, and this is a nice blue one, the white interior and the hatch in the back. It opens up, doesn't open very far. There's some stuff in there, some boots and some fishing rods, but yeah. Oh, and the rear windows are kind of not smoked, but opaque, and that's to hide the hinge for the hatch in the back. Also has only half a seat in the back. That's a cool casting. Nice heavy. I like it. This one was 50 cents. This is the Pontiac Transport. Metal base and partially metal body. I think this probably used to be a Nova Car casting, which was a Portuguese Diecast brand that made cars with a metal base and a plastic body. Often Majorette cars that were retooled, but I learned from the Quirky Garage 1999 that it also went the other way. So I found a Honda NSX recently, and Quirky told me that was a Nova Car casting. So this might also be one. So they put some metal on the body there, Majorette, to not have it all be plastic. We got lens headlights. This front part is plastic and this back part is plastic too. So kind of a strange construction, but you can get a lot of light in there. It's got a white interior, so that's cool too. This is a proper minivan, not like the minivans that we often have in Europe that only have 5 seats. This is a 7-seater. So yeah, pretty cool, a nice find for only 50 cents. Here we got some carded Majorettes, €2. No date on these, so no way of telling how old this actually is. No suspension, although, well, it doesn't have the suspension bars, but if I push the wheels there is suspension. That's interesting. Lens headlights, grille part of the base, because it's got a grey interior and it's black grille, so it must be the black base. Painted taillights. Not bad. Not a fan of the wheels, but casting wise, this looks pretty good. And here's one of those silly European minivans that only seat 5 people. Asking price 3, I offered him 2 and he accepted. Again, no year on this. Let's see if we can try to open this from the back as they are meant to. So this is the Renault Scenic Mark II. Here you got the suspension bar, so it's clear that this has suspension. Full deco, so you get some black paint on the side here, on top for the roof rails, lens headlights. Got that tampoed license plate again, like we saw on VW Golf that I showed recently, and a few others. Doesn't happen very often. Usually these are molded into the casting or cast into the body, like this TT. And then taillights, license plate again, and some black paint. Opening lift gate, again doesn't open very far. Yeah, cool to have. Did not have an example of this. Here we got a carded Majorette display box. It says here, street cars, €3. Ended up paying €2.77 with a little discount. Packaged November 24, 2014. So this is the Nissan GTR, the first casting that Majorette did. And this flat orange. Lens headlights. GTR logo on the black part there, that is part of the interior or base. Tempo wise, nothing on the side or on top. In the back we get the taillights, Nissan badge and GTR badge. Exhausts are nicely cast into the body. Little paint chip there on the spoiler. That's unfortunate, but you know, I never take these out to inspect. Maybe I should do that, but you know, it's not that bad. Nice gray rims, and of course suspension. Cool. Here's an older Majorette display box. This seller was asking €5, so the price wasn't on there, so I had to ask him. When he said 5, I put it back on his table, and he said, well, what do you want to give for it? Should have lowballed him and said 2, but I said 3, and he immediately accepted, so he knew he was a little bit overpriced. Anyways, it's a van. I have a soft spot for vans. Definitely if they're metal on metal, like this one is in this Avis rental company livery. So this is the fourgon, which is a van in French. They made a lot of different versions on this base. So the only part in the front here that is plastic is the grille, that is part of the red interior. And you got the opening doors. Don't know if they will actually open. Yeah, sometimes they're kind of stuck to one another from the factory. So a lot of space in the back there. There seems to be some stuff in there too. Don't know what that is. Looks to be like some furniture, like for in a camper or something. That's interesting. Got a trailer hitch. No suspension, but yeah, nice heavy piece. So yeah, all in all, pretty pleased with it. Then we got one Welly, €2. Got a little discount because I bought some more stuff with from the seller. That's usually the way to get the discount if you buy several pieces. Sellers are willing to cut you a deal. And this is in the Skoda series, which I don't have any example of by Welly. I was very pleased to find this. This is an Octavia. So we got full deco, got some black paint here on the side. Got the taillights, the Skoda badge and the Octavia model name. In front we got the headlights done, some black paint and a tampoed plastic grille that is part of, well, it's not. It's a separate piece. I see red underneath, so yeah, this is an insert. That's awesome. Very nice. And again, as always with Welly, nicely done interior. Cool. I'm very pleased to have this. These are only to be found in the countries that are the eastern part of Europe, so we don't get those here. And then this one is also interesting, not for the livery. I honestly could care less about the livery, but for what it is, this is a Fiat Idea. It says right here on the left here, Fiat Idea 1-60. Maybe this is a company that makes it, Blick Art Creative from Germany, I'm not sure. So I wanted to see what this is. At first sight, kind of looks like a Norev, but doesn't have the lens headlights, so that's not it. So seller was asking €3. He accepted 2 for it. German seller also. German sellers are usually willing to give you a discount. They don't want to drive all the way back to Germany with all that stuff, so they want to sell, and you should speak German to them. They'll just cut you a deal. Got some Tour de France scene there in the back. So on the back here it says Der Servicewagen des Team Gerolsteiner. So the service car of the Gerolsteiner team from the Tour de France, I suppose. Okay, so Fiat Idea, it says here, made in China by blickart.de, Germany. Okay, so apparently that is the Diecast brand. Nice rims on this, authentic, with the disc brakes behind it. You can see through the spokes. Headlights done. The grille or grills are probably part of the base or the interior. So full deco on this. Taillights are done. No Fiat badge. It does have one on the front here, but on the hood or bonnet and not on the grille where it's supposed to be. It's also a little bit oversized, but maybe that's the actual deco on the real vehicle, like it is here on the side. And here in the middle should be the Fiat badge again, but doesn't have it tampoed. So this is also kind of a MPV minivan, then very tiny European style. Interior wise, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So you can see it has the instrument cluster in the middle there for everyone to see. Well, everyone that is in the car at least. So you've got the handle for the indicators and for the wipers done. So that's not bad at all. That's cool. Yeah, very pleased I picked this up. Then we get to, oh yeah, shoot, I forgot something. When I was doing the Majorette stuff, I should have showed you one more piece that you probably have seen in the thumbnail, and that's this one. So when I was going through the baggies with the loose cars, I was putting stuff on the table that I was going to buy. From behind the table, the seller pulled out this one. And he told me, you can have this with the cars on it for only €10. I was like, heck yeah, I want it. And with the discount, because I bought multiple cars from him, it was only a little over €9. So yeah, that's a great score. Got a Porsche 924 in silver. So it's got an opening part. It's got some bags in the back. Taillights part of the red interior. Black bumper that is part of the dashboard piece, so it's two-tone in the interior. Here we got a Renault 11. You'll have suspension, of course. Opening part is the sunroof. It's got the 11 deco. Trailer hitch. So yellow windows. And I think a yellow interior, or is it white? Can't tell because it's all, yeah, yellowed up by the windows. Here we got a Datsun 260Z or Z. Opening doors on this one. Trailer hitch also, which is kind of weird on a sporty car like this. Makes sense on the Renault, but should have been without, like the Porsche. Kind of a silly red deco here on the front, but you know, it's okay. And then two cars in the bottom here. Hope this is going to stay like that. Mercedes 450 SE in this kind of a bronze color. Opening doors. The Mercedes star has broken off, like they mostly are on these. This one has lensed headlights. This one had the metal headlights, part of the base. Red taillights, part of the red interior. Trailer hitch. And then the last car. It's one I was not really familiar with. The Chrysler 180. So this was made by Chrysler Europe in collaboration with Simca. And later on it became a Talbot when PSA, Peugeot Citroen, took over Chrysler Europe. Trailer hitch, but without a plastic part on top to keep the trailer on. Seems to be a little bit of an older version than the other ones. So yeah, very cool. Very pleased to that the seller presented this to me, because I collect car transporters. And yeah, this is a great find. So it detaches from the rig, and then there's a wheel underneath here. Yeah, like that, to stand it up without the tractor. This is a Saviem with the Renault logo next to it. So I'm guessing this is kind of a brand owned by Renault. So kind of a sticker for the tail lights and all the license plate and stuff like that. So it's got a red metal chassis, but the wheels are held to the chassis with a black plastic piece. No suspension, it seems. Blue metal cabin. Has both of the side mirrors still. And it also tilts forward, and there's a metal engine in there. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So the grille is plastic, the fifth wheel and then part of the base, but everything else is mostly metal. Well, except for the interior, of course. But yeah, pretty cool. You can see the bed behind the seats. There's a bag on there too. Some wrinkles in the sheets. That's pretty cool. So yeah, very pleased with this. Just click back together, put up the wheels underneath, and then off we go. Okay, sorry about that, forgot that. Another baggy car, €2.5, $227 ended up paying. So since I'm going to do a Matchbox ambulance video, I thought this would be a neat vehicle to have. Well, I have a few of these from my childhood collection, but they're pretty much destroyed. So I wanted to have a nicer version. This is the first release from 1978, just called Ambulance. think it's based on a Chevy. So it's got the sticker still on there. It's got a few flea bites, but not that bad. It still has the doors on it. The cherries are in pretty good condition. So yeah, that will be a nice example for sure. Also was very pleased to find this BMW M5 Police from the Global series in the Russian livery. Only €2. We don't get the Global series here locally. We get the UK, the Germany, the France series, so there's basically no point in getting the Global series here, but the Russian ones are only to be found in the Global series. So I was very pleased to find these, and for an affordable price too. So you get 4 tempo passes on this, sides, top and front. That's cool. That's more than the usual 3 tempo passes. So very pleased to have found this. And from that same set, in the Russian livery, the Renault Master. Same kind of money I paid for it. Renault Master Ambulance, metal base, plastic body. This one's got blue windows like the BMW should have had. So you have a blue light bar on top. 3 tempo passes on this one, sides and front. It's got a nicely detailed interior. Well, not the steering wheel, but I mean the back side mostly. It's pretty detailed. Cool. Unfortunately, the fire engine the seller did not have, so I'm still on the lookout for that one. Also got some carded ones. Very pleased to have found this BMW. Well, it says M1 on the card, but it's really a 1M. 2014 copyright, 2015 release. €2. Got some discount, 185, because I bought several. So from the mainline releases of this one, I only now need the orange one. There's also a premium one in flat black, but you know, I'm never going to be able to find that. So nicely detailed in the back and in the front. That's all it needs. This might be a top tempo, this BMW logo. Yeah, very cool. Very nice model. Finally have it. Also got me some police cars. This is the Ford Police Interceptor. Same kind of money. 2013 copyright, 2014 release. It's green metallic. Marshall and Interceptor on the side with the badge. Push bar in front. The light bar is a separate piece, clear. It's not part of the window piece because it sticks out on the side, so it could not fit through the roof. Otherwise, no rear deco like they usually don't get, and front neither. Just side deco, but that's fine. This is the variation with the Marshall with 2 L's. There's also a Marshall with only 1 L variation. Dodge Charger Pursuit, 2015 copyright, 2016 release probably. From the same seller, so at the same price. Flat black. Metropolis St. Ursula County, so that's probably a licensed deco. It's got the American flag on the C-pillar there. So it has the push bar. Also only side deco. This one has the computer inside, and then the radio to talk with dispatch. The Ford also has that. So yeah, cool. Pretty much the same interior, it seems. And from that same year, the blue variation with a different deco. And this one got a Protecto and the flat black one didn't. So these have the light bar part of the interior piece. It just sticks through the roof. This says Straight Trooper Matchbox County, so not a licensed deco, just fantasy. That's cool they bothered to have different decos in the same year. Here's a 1996 5-pack version of the Matchbox Cherokee in Fire Chief livery. Separate piece for the light bar in blue. Got the trailer hitch way high up. So yeah, that's a nice version. It was only €2, so I saw it later on on that same event for much more, so I was pretty pleased with that. And also from that same seller, the maintenance truck. This has a 1993 copyright. It was taped up. I thought it was still closed up, but did not see the tape until I was preparing for this video. Highway maintenance truck, it says on the base. So this snow shovel moves. This bucket, this salt bucket, is fixed. No interior, because it's got all these plastic pieces on the outside. Little yellow cherry on top, and windows are not see-through. Highway department deco on the side. Some red stripe here on the hood. Yeah, kind of a Matchbox original, but it's a pretty cool model. Looks realistic. And then I got one moving parts vehicle and the new moving parts packaging that caused a lot of stir in the collectors community. I'm like, you know, it's packaging, you just open it up and throw it away and it gets recycled, so you get some people who have a job thanks to us opening this, because then they get to recycle it. So I mean, what's the deal? €3.50. I asked if he would let it go for 3 and he said yes. On average in Europe these are about €5. I don't want to spend that. They just have an opening part, but no rubber tires, no metal base, no full deco. I don't think they're worth that. I can buy them locally for €4. In Germany they're about 6 in the store that has them, because usually there's 1 or 2 stores per country in Europe that has them. So yeah, if they were €3 or less, I would be willing to buy all of them, but not for this kind of money. Detroit Industrial Vehicle Corporation, DIVCO. Got some nice weight to it, although there's a lot of plastic on it. The wheel arches are plastic part of the interior. Got a black plastic base. I think this was the first release of this casting, but I'm not entirely sure. No, it's not. It's probably the second or third release. Doors open up in the back, very tiny doors. I think there's an interior variation on this, but I'm not entirely sure. This one has 3 crates with bottles in it. Steering wheel is really funny. It's like just, yeah, I would call it a tombstone, but it's really just a cylinder, like a barrel. Anyways, pretty cool van. Then we get to Hot Wheels. This is the Good Humor truck. I got this from my buddy JK, who also brought me the Majorette gift bag with the Volvo V90. He knows I like this kind of stuff. Food trucks. I have a version of this, but it's in worse condition. The tampos are in less good condition as this is. It does have some rusty axles, this one, but yeah, it's okay. This is from I can't remember. I think 2001. Also very pleased to find this one. This was €2. This is a Mercedes 540k by Hot Wheels, and 1988 release. I think the top probably comes off. And I don't want to really force it. It probably does. So nothing on the base information wise on the vehicle, but it is metal on metal with these black walls. It's got one imperfection. This headlight is not fully chromed. Other than that, it's pretty mint. I like these tubes sticking out of the engine cover. Got a proper steering wheel. Spare wheel cover in the back here. Okay, should I try to do this? Yeah, like that, and then I don't know how this comes out. Oh yeah, there you go. Ooh, it's very dirty. Well, that doesn't make it any better. But anyways, so yeah, let's see if we can try to get this back in there. Probably has to go this way first, and then push this back in. Yeah, that's it. Very cool. Love these old classic Hot Wheels. And that's one thing I will say, these old classic cars are the few cars that really look good in black. Then from a seller that had some expensive items on the table, but some cheap stuff in boxes next to it. Hot Wheels for €1, for €2, and for €5. This was from the €2 box, from this Hot Wheels police car set. I got the 2016 BMW M2 and the Lamborghini Aventador Coupe from my buddy David Johns at Twice Diecast on YouTube. So now I got this 85 Chevy Camaro, so I just need to find the Nissan Fairlady Z or Z and the Volkswagen Golf Mark 7. And then I will have the complete set. Gray plastic base, blue window piece, but it does not have a light bar, so it's kind of useless to have a blue window piece. But anyways, Highway Patrol livery. So seems to be an authentic American livery like this. California maybe, I'm not sure. So it has a gray interior. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Full casting. Now the next few I'm not going to open up because I don't have a spot to put them in yet. The Beatles set, Hot Wheels Premium, metal on metal with real riders, this custom GMC panel van. So I already managed to get these three from a European online store, Diecast store. So I was very pleased to score this one for only €5. Of course this one was not there, or maybe it was on the expensive stuff table, but yeah, will not be able to get that one. That's okay. The Led Zeppelin set, the highway hauler. So again, 67 Aston minivan was not there. I didn't get this one because the hauling gas doesn't appeal to me very much. I did get the other ones. So pretty cool. The Combat Medic. And the super van. The brown bomber. Cool. Also got this one, not for the deco, the theme, Marvel, I don't know this, doesn't really matter to me. Just for the casting, GMC motorhome. The only example I have, metal on metal, that's why I really wanted it. So nice addition to the camping collection. Here's the other vehicles in this set. It's 2016 set, I believe. I'm not sure if they were there, but no, wouldn't have cared for them. So yeah, these are all €5. That's a nice American price for this, all this premium stuff. Same with this Pagani Huayra from Forza Motorsport. It says €9 on it, but it was in a tub that said €5 on it, so that's what I got it for. All cool cars in this set for sure. Definitely that 356 Speedster, but the BMW Sweet too. And so is the Porsche. GT is nice too. I would have gotten all of these if I were able to get these for an affordable price. Copyright date 2017. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Glad to have it. Don't come across this kind of stuff very often. And then we get to the little bit more premium stuff. Well, you know, depends on how you look at it. So this Tomica Limited Honda S800. Well, actually I should show this one first. This is the same Tomica Limited Honda S800. Different box though, as you can see. It's kind of different style, shape and size. This one in its original wrapper as new, so no price on it. So I asked the seller, well, how much is this? He said 15. Of course I have my €10 limit, so I asked him, would you do it for 10? And he said yes. Okay, so I got this one, paid him, and then I saw this one. So I was like, ooh, nice, that's another one. And I looked at the back and it said €25. So immediately I knew I was not going to get a deal on this. So I was going to put it back on his table, and without me asking anything, he just said, well, you can have that for €10 too. So I was like, wow, okay, that's a deal. So yeah, very pleased about that. Let's take a look at these. So sometimes you can make a deal without even asking. That's awesome. Okay, so this is taped up too. So I'm going to have to get the sticker off to get the car out, it seems. Because otherwise, yeah, this thing won't slide out, I think. Oh, maybe I can take it from the top. Yeah, look at that. By the way, this is a metal badge here with the model name on it. That's pretty impressive. So, a little bit dusty. Let's, do I have a rag here? Yeah, just take some of the dust off of it. Just nicer to look at. So this is metal on metal. Tomica 151 scale, so pretty big. Honda S800M, made in China. Rubber tires. The rims seem to be authentic. It's got side deco, Honda name with a badge underneath in blue. Side lights, orange in the front, red in the back. Metal soft top, painted flat black. Chrome silver around the window. It's got chrome headlights, so not lensed. Kind of gold painted indicators. S8 on the license plate, nicely done grille. Same details on this side. Opening doors, right hand drive as it should be, being a Japanese car. Lots of detail in the back. Honda on the boot or trunk. Tail lights, license plate. Lights wrap around, these red lights on the corner. No dashboard, just a steering wheel. Got some details on the door cards too. So yeah, all in all, not bad. Has a really nice weight to it. Just slide this back in here. And then we got the one in the wrapper, which will be the same car, but just different color. I'm just curious to know if it is also metal on metal. A lot of tape on this packaging. Let's just push it out like that. So let's just show you the box. Well, you've already seen it in the wrapper. Okay, so this has to be cut too. Yeah, definitely extensive packaging. Gotta do this side too, because it has to slide out like this, and then this slides out like that. I've had some of these before. Okay, so here we got a little flyer from Tomica Limited. Some other cars in the set. 60s and 70s, volume 1. We got a 2000 GTR, a 240ZG, 2000 GTB, 12 models in total it says, a Mazda Cosmo, a RX-7, and then the S800. Cool. So same metal name tag there, and again this is metal on metal like the gray one, and this one, oh, it has the same chrome lights. I thought it had the lens headlights, but same chrome lights. You can see the details a little bit better than on the gray one, so I did not notice it had silver paint on top here. The hinges from the boot or trunk, fuel filler cap, some dark paint for the grills there. So yeah, it does show the details a lot better on this red one. Cool. And they have suspension, of course. I forgot about that. Sweet. That's nice. Then I found two high-speed castings. A little bit more expensive than what I usually pay for high-speed, or their other brands that sold them under their own name, like Schuko and yeah, other brands. Malibu I have never found, but I found some Schuko. Anyway, €10 asking price. Got them for $8.75. So it says 1/64 scale here on top, and I believe they are true 1/64 scale. This is the Lexus SC430. So it's got some exhaust detail on the base here, authentic rims, plastic tires, tempered headlights, not lensed, Japanese license plate, nice grille, Tempoed taillights, Lexus name, badge and model name. Again, the Japanese license plate. And a nice interior. Those seats look very comfy. Yeah, that's a nice model. And the reason I got both of these was mainly for this one, but because I got two, I got a little discount, of course. That's just how it works. The Land Rover Range Rover 2002. Very pleased to find this. And yeah, this might even be cheap to get this model for less than 10 euro. A lot of Land Rover collectors out there, so usually this stuff gets kind of pricey. Again, some exhaust detail, but the exhaust tips don't even go all the way to the back, so you can't even see that. Why would you even bother, I'm thinking. Nice metallic green color. Authentic rims, plastic tires. Again, tempoed headlights, not lensed. Lots of detail. For some strange reason, it has a German license plate. A sunroof, third brake light here. Some black paint on the side, some silver, some orange. So yeah, nicely decked out, full tempo, full deco. Right-hand drive, as it should be for a British car, but this Japanese car is left-hand drive. But you know, it's a Lexus, so it's more like, it's not really Japanese, right? It's made for the American market and somewhat for the European market too. So that's probably why it's left-hand drive. Interior-wise, again, pretty nice. Yeah, that looks cool. This is definitely a nice addition to the collection. Never thought I would encounter this. Even got some red paint here there in the bumper. Cool. Continuing with a high speed, this is a Schuko version of a high-speed casting. It was €3.50, which is more in the line of what I usually pay for these, but did not notice it has a cracked base. Probably came loose from the base or something. That's okay, you can't really see that. Some exhaust detail again, but this you can see in the back. This one has some silver on the rear view mirrors that the high-speed ones don't have. Some silver around the windows and some indicator repeater here. Again, tempoed headlights, not lensed. That same German license plate, just different number. Nice metallic blue color. It's a 530i, judging from the badge in the back. Nicely detailed. This one does not have open windows, so it might be a little bit distorted, the view inside. Again, interior looks pretty good. And then I got a Greenlight from the Motor World series, so it has the plastic base. That might have been a high-speed casting, but since it has lens lights front and back, I kind of doubt it. This was €5, these two. I don't know what the asking price for each one was. This is Norev, we'll look at that later on. Yeah. So we got rubber tires, got authentic rims that are see-through, no brake discs behind them. Some silver paint on these lights in the bumper, and then very nice lensed headlights. Porsche badge, that is seems to be the correct size. If you look at these side mirrors, they look pretty authentic. Maybe they're just on there a little bit weird, but they've got the correct shape. And when you look at all of these high-speed ones, they all have mirrors that are cast into the body. So that's why another reason why I don't think the Panamera was a high-speed casting originally, which some of them were, some of the Motor World ones were. The lights also very nicely detailed with some silver in there. Porsche name on the back and some exhaust detail. That, yeah, it's very nicely done. Interior wise, it looks a bit better than what you would normally expect from a Greenlight, I have to say. Sweet. Then we get to Norev. We start with an oldie from that same baggy seller, €1 to 91 cents. Old school Norev, the Citroen BX, metal on metal. Even though it was designed by Bertoni, I think it's one of the ugliest cars ever made. It was loosely based on a Volvo prototype. Volvo chose well not to take that design. Unfortunately, Citroen did. So we got a kind of a pale yellow interior, nice blue color on the outside, lens headlights, license plate cast into the body, like the sister company Majorette did at that time too. Well, I mean, at that time they were sister companies founded by the same guy, Monsieur Véron, which is just Norev backwards. Trailer hitch. Again, I've never seen a Norev trailer. I'm yet to find the first Norev trailer, so don't know what's up with that. Maybe they put Majorette trailers behind it, who knows. Little crack in the back, that's unfortunate. It's got an umbrella in there, a purse and a bag or a package. Basic interior. Well, the seats are fine, but the dashboard is just, well, really basic. I don't know if there's suspension on this. No, not really. But yeah, cool find. So now I've got a Renault, Peugeot and Citroen old style by Norev. Although this one is a little bit newer than the other two I have. Another Lucy, but more modern Norev, more premium tube. €2.5, $2.27 I ended up paying. This is the Aston Martin DBR9 GT1. Plastic base, big diffuser on the back, metal body, plastic tires, rims look really nice. Possibly authentic to the race car. The livery definitely is authentic. Norev and Majorette always do authentic liveries. It's got a big snow shovel here in the front that you have to watch out for, that you don't crack it, because I've seen one in store a few years ago in France. Not a livery that had a cracked front splitter. You have to be careful with that. Lens headlights, as it is the case with Norev back then and still now. Tempo wise, a lot of details, just like the real car, I assume. Metal wing on the back. Also got some info there from a sponsor. So yeah, very nice. Then we get to this VW, so dealership packaging. It says 3" in back here, in the back here, in big letters, but the sticker covers it up. First example of this Touareg. It feels pretty heavy. So we got plastic base, plastic tires, authentic rims. These are not see-through. Lens headlights, lots of details here in the front. mirrors look kind of big. Some black paint on the B and C pillar. Side deco wise. The lights in the back with the VW logo, and then the reflectors down in the bumper. Exhausts are part of the plastic base. They are kind of, it's kind of a space between the bumper and the exhausts. Don't know how they do that because it's kind of the same mold, but that's very nicely done. Cool. Yeah, nice heavy model. A little bit big for scale, but you know, it's 3-inch, made to fit this display box. And then the pièce de résistance is this one. So this is also Norev. This is a 2-pack. It says 1/64 scale, so that's really interesting. I'm going to compare it with a Greenlight for scale. Usually Norev doesn't lie about the size. Either they put 3-inch on it and then you know it's made to fit the packaging, or they put 1/64 on it and then you know it is true 1/64. So we'll see if that is the case again. So I've been after this for years. I learned about it at a Diecast event, but you know, with my price limit and not feeling comfortable paying €10 for a Norev, I never found the correct price. Well, correct price for me at least. The first I found were €25, and then they went up to 30, maybe 35. And now it seems they went down again, €20. I found some for €20 before, but the sellers weren't willing to go down. And this one was. I put on my biggest smile when his wife went up to him and asked if he would let this go for less. Well, for 15 I asked if he would let it go, and well, seeing such a friendly face, he said yes. So I was very pleased. €7.50 for each. That's a great price. So this is the Chrysler 300C Hemi and the Chrysler 300C Tuning. One seller in the past told me, probably to convince me to buy this, that this was an American exclusive, USA exclusive, made especially for the US market, and these were never sold here in Europe. I don't know if that's true, because I've only ever seen them on the European diecast events, and I've never seen them on the videos of American YouTubers. So, you know, don't know about that story. There's some others that they do. Maybe I will pick these up too over time. So there's a Chrysler Crossfire in ME 412 concept, whatever that is. There's some GM cars, doesn't say which ones. There's a Magnum, which I also would like to have, a Charger, a Viper. So yeah, there's still some cool stuff to be found. Well, I found them before, but need to find them for a good price. So I'm running low on battery, so I gotta keep the pace up here. Very nice display case. Does it say anything on the base here? No. So I'm assuming Norev made these themselves and they were not bought from another manufacturer. They have lensed taillights, which is unusual for Norev, but you know, it is possible, who knows. Let's look at the standard one first. So Chrysler Hemi 300C, Norev 1/64 it says on the base, some exhaust detail. So the exhaust tips are silver, rubber tires, a authentic rims with brake discs behind them. Lensed headlights, lensed fog lights too. Nice grille detail. Some silver accents, chrome mirrors, sunroof. Even has the black outlining around the windscreen, and the sunroof too, like you see on the real cars. B-pillar in black, a little bit black here on the door here, and then some silver. So, as I mentioned, lens taillights, Chrysler on the license plate, the logo, badging. Yeah, very nice. Got some silver on the center console, the door handles. Nice steering wheel too. Dashboard looks okay, and seats too. Oh yeah, very nice. And here's the tuning version. Pretty much everything is the same besides the rims, which are much bigger in diameter. The grille is different. Very nice grille, by the way. This is the 2005 model, the first generation of the 300C. Interior-wise, it's pretty much the same. And Greenlight did the 2011 generation. This is a 2013 model. So it looks a little bit more modern, as you can see. So let's put these two together and see if Norev is speaking the truth about the scale. Well, it looks a little bit smaller than the Greenlight, but of course the Greenlight is a newer model, so the newer model could have gotten bigger, but I kind of doubt it would have gotten so much bigger. So it is close, but it's definitely not the same in size. It also seems a little bit less wide than the Greenlight. So yeah, it's too bad I don't have the same model year to compare it to. So you know, I would say it's pretty much close enough, but not 100% sure. The diameter of these wheels is much bigger, so much more like the tuning version actually. So wheel size wise, these are much more comparable, it seems. But yeah, wheelbase looks pretty much the same lengthwise. The Norev are a little bit shorter, but again, older model too. Thanks for watching. Bye.